Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm having allergies like a mofo. I don't typically have allergies, so this is weird. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is, are you ready for all this? So, there's something that you need to prepare for. Okay. First and foremost, you need to prepare for something. Let's see what this something is. Let's go ahead and see what this something is. My face makes your day. What kind of day? Thank you for that sweet comment. All right. Oh my gosh, my allergies are so out of hand right now. Okay, I'm just getting these cards ready. I was thinking of getting the cards ready before I actually start the live stream, but I already know there's going to be those who are like, oh, she pre-selected the cards. Whatever. There's enough drama in the cards that there's no need to pre-select anything. All right. So, one final deck. And then we're ready. Then we're ready for real. Okay. Here it goes. Ooh, that's a weird sensation. Suddenly experiencing the weirdest sensation ever. Let's just get started. All right, pressure in reverse. So, this is telling me that there's something that's definitely needing to be released. Um, the sensation of needing to be emptied out, a sensation of change, um, change that's on the horizon. It's not here yet, but it's about to be. And so this is something you definitely need to make sure that you're ready to handle whatever life is bringing your way. You don't have to be afraid. Seriously, even if it's a bad situation, it's normal to feel fear, but it's not necessarily something you need to continue to feel. It might be your knee jerk reaction, but you don't need to stay in that space of fear the whole time you're experiencing whatever you're experiencing, right? So, dark matter mystery. This is the type of change that's going to be coming out of nowhere. 3 is the number of a solid foundation for that space of reunification. 3 plus 8 is 11, which is the realization that the first steps are near about to take place. It's a very, very intriguing thing that she is placed in what almost appears to be a black hole. Um, really, it's going to challenge you. If we need to be very, very transparent here. It's going to be something that challenges you. And in that challenge, you're going to have the opportunity to reach higher and higher levels of awareness of yourself and your journey. But you have to allow this to happen. If you don't allow this to happen, you're going to be finding yourself between a rock and a hard place. You're going to have to endure quite a bit more than what you're thinking you're going to need to endure. The level of struggle that you're going to go through in this event, whatever this is, it might be a series of events, I'm not sure. But the level of struggle is highly contingent on the depth of your resistance to whatever it is your soul is presenting you to experience. So you have a decision to make. Are you going to comply or are you going to not? Those are your options. Are you going to comply or not? I have decided that I'm not going to be fighting that thing. I decided I'm not going to be fighting any of this process. It is what it is. I'm going to just flow with it. It's all good. Don't worry. I don't know if it's all good, but I'm going to make it all good when I see what's exactly it is I'm facing. Okay. And I hope you can enter into that type of mindset where even if it's not all good, you'll make it all good. So change. And this change card is really, really making me feel like this is a series of events. Look at that. It's a whole dang village coming through, right? This whole dang new existence coming through, being pulled in by your personal power. Now, at some point, you might get bent out of shape about this. You might have, some frustrations and whatnot that bends you out of shape. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna absolutely be fine. Let me ask my um I have a lot of third eye and throat chakra clearing. So this is gonna be a lovely audio for you guys today. Clarity Mountain. It's almost like this sense of we've gotten so accustomed to being in this emotional and mental winter that it's our place of comfort. We choose to see our shutting down in the face of whatever it is we're facing as us simply needing a nap. Are you needing a nap or are you shutting down? Because there's a difference between the two. Do you know when you shut down? Do you know what your symptoms are of a shutdown where you shutting yourself down, and here's the thing, it's like once you begin to realize what you've been doing to yourself, which is shutting down, um you might start to light some bushfires. You might have some fury over whatever this is that's happening in your life. I don't know that you have to be furious. I'm wondering if like there are areas of your life that have been burning down for quite some time and now you're getting to a point where you can't ignore these fires anymore that have been lit by other people. It's almost like this correction is wanting to take place so that way you can kind of bring to it's hot. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, the three wise men, the animals in the manger, the sheep in the field, my fingertips. Shit is hot. Oh my God. I asked for water. I should have said hot water with a splash of cold, please. Hot with a splash of cold. But here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are even aware of what's being done behind your back. It's almost this feeling of a lack of awareness, right? You're not aware of what's being done, some of the actions that are taking place. Look at this. You're not aware. You're not aware. But with that one eye exposed and you holding the image, it's like this is something from your past that's coming back to the present. Look at this. It's like this imagery of something from your past, a snapshot from the past being brought to the present, to the current. And you are partially aware, right? You're trying to hide yourself and blind yourself by what's happened in the past, but you can't because it's occurring in the present once again. This is a very yeah, lots of changes. Lots of changes. What I would encourage is to recognize that whatever this is that's kind of triggering the resurgence, the return of a past situation, you've already conquered the past. That's my assumption, that you have conquered the past. And that means if this is the same type of situation, you can conquer this as well, right? You can conquer this, you can overcome it, all of these amazing, wonderful concepts that you can apply to this. But you have to be willing to see it for what it is. You have to be willing to not sugarcoat things so that you can go ahead and really, really see this for what it is and make the proper preparations for whatever it is you need to achieve, accomplish in this period. Card number 7, Darkness, Moon. You hiding it away from yourself in your attempt to self-soothe. You're obscuring your view. You are choosing to use your personal power to obscure your view. You are choosing to really, really hide your identity from who, from what? I don't know. See, in both of these, the identity is being hidden. The only time the identity is exposed comfortably is when you're in that space of coldness, a space you've become so accustomed to. Even here, the change, it's like you lean away from the change. So this is all about resistance. There's a lot of resistance that's occurring, and this resistance um, is what's going to determine how difficult this situation is for you. Good morning, Marlene. Good morning. Good morning. She says, it's nice to see you in a form of compliance. That's an antagonistic comment. You're going to be antagonistic today. She seems antagonistic today. Are you Marlene? That's not Marlene. Faith. Yeah. For me, this card is an indication that you have to have more than faith, that you have to allow the ripening, the development of your faith to turn into a space of knowing. A space of knowing that you can handle what your life is bringing your way, that you will find the solutions when it is time to find solutions, that you'll be aware of those who are like the interlopers, mimicking, trying so hard to gain access to your space. That was not Marlene. That was a very antagonistic type of energy. Anytime I've gotten irritated with Marlene, it's because of my own irritation and my own process, not because she's embodying antagonistic energy. You guys have to be aware that there are plenty of mimics that have been released onto this planetary plane of existence in order to incept thoughts, intrusive thoughts at that. And these thoughts are the very things that will trigger you to enter into a space of rebellion against your own process. I meant what I said when I said I'm going to remain in a space of compliance from this point forward. I have no interest in non-compliance at this point. Whatever will be, and that is what I will have to process, and whatever I have to process is what is right for my soul. What is right for my soul is what will lead to my growth, and what will grow me will eventually help sustain me. I have no fear of the process I'm in because there's nothing to fear about myself. So when you enter into that space, you end up entering into a space where there's no fear. There's simply an awareness and an acceptance and a proper time for processing and questioning the process. All of that is part of it. All of that is part of it, you know? And it's this place of, yes, that was a mimic. And I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. Wasn't actually in my field. And that was another clue. Marlene's always in my field. That wasn't. So even when you are in the face of things that are familiar, you still have to question. You have to use discernment. You have to enter a space of accountability for yourself, your energy, your energetic safety. It's going to be very hard to manipulate you and coerce you when you are questioning in a healthy way. Marlene is aware of my compliance. I am aware of her lack of desire to be antagonistic. Anything beyond that must be questioned. So, are you questioning enough in the places that need to be questioned? Because part of your preparation for whatever this is that needs to occur to help you change your life into a more beneficial type existence, beneficial not just for you, but for all those around you, those who cross your path. You have to begin questioning the things that need to be questioned and cease questioning the things that you know are a given, right? You have to reestablish balance. No one is going to do this for you. You're going to have to find your center. You're going to have to find your truth within that center. You're going to have to allow yourself to anchor into that center and really, really, really just see the beauty of the process that you're in, the beauty of the natural progression of your journey, right? So, fruition. There's going to be things that were hidden away that are going to be allowed to come to fruition. Now, it looks like the ocean behind her. When you have an ocean behind you, I'm just saying there's not going to be a lot that's going to be able to be allowed to get through without detection. It reflects upon the ocean surface. Even shadow can be seen in that water. See, the amazing thing about the visual that I'm being given is that even on a dark night, as long as the moon is around, you can see the moving shadows beneath the water's surface. Nothing is ever truly fully hidden from you. It's just a matter of how much do you want to see and when do you want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Self-love. But it was in reverse. 6 is the number of receiving. The card is self-love. This is about receiving self-love and your lack of willingness to allow yourself to, right? We come into this space of thinking that if we exhibit too much self-love, then we become selfish and greedy and full of ourselves and all of these other really just, ridiculous stuff. It's ridiculous stuff. When people tell me, because I've had not too many, but I've had a couple of people who have been really, really just they were actively in the process of attempting to convince me that I am less than the person that I am because, that would work in their favor and kind of support their attempt to dominate me. And I'm like, no, no. And whatever my response is in those few circumstances, these people have said to me, "Oh my God, you're so full of yourself." At which point, and I've shared this before, the only proper response is, "Are you upset because you'd rather I be full of you?" Because if I was devoid of myself, what would I be full of? Obligatory existence, obligatory existence based on your preferences. So, who's the selfish one there? Who is the selfish one there? You tell me. I'm selfish for wanting to be autonomous, and you are selfless because you want to consume me and I won't allow you to. Now, that's funny. That's very funny. Don't listen to people who are telling you things simply in their attempt to dominate you. Card number 41, Queen of the Moon, Sovereignty. Ooh, I love this. I absolutely love this. Sovereignty, Queen of the Moon, card number 41. There's a change that's occurring. And this change has to do with the thoughts that have been hidden, and those thoughts are going to be brought up to the surface, right? Her full identity on display, nothing about her is being hidden. I feel like this is the position that you're being invited to enter into. I feel like there is just so much, so much that you're being asked to begin to acknowledge, to recognize about yourself. And if you don't, I mean, that's okay, but it's not exactly the best fit for you and your journey. Card number 39, Creation. You will create the events of your life based on your own thoughts and perceptions. Whatever it is that you think, you will perceive. Whatever you perceive is how you will determine the ways in which you will react, respond to the events of your life. Now, you are not expected to have some pre-planned type of response for everything. I remember a long time ago, and I've shared this before. I had made some posts on social media of how I was able to kind of just neutralize a very sticky type situation by remaining in a space of center. And this person, I don't remember who it is anymore, but this person commented something like, "Good job. Now imagine how your life would be if you were able to react that way for every single event of your life." And it's like, you mean stop feeling? I don't want to have a pre planned reaction to every single event of my life. I don't want to control every single aspect of my life. I want to be fully present and fully living and learning deeply through the full range of motion and emotion that I will experience through every single event of my life. Every reaction you have is the appropriate reaction for that moment. It's what gets you to the next moment. And as you go from moment to moment, you will then begin to experience periods where you're not simply trying to survive, you're entering into a place of thriving. And that place of thriving will give you the luxury of then choosing to respond rather than to react. Everything you've done in your life thus far has helped you to survive it. Really wrap your mind around that. Everything that you've done in your life thus far has helped you to survive it. It takes my thoughts, my memories to this one time where someone who I considered a very close friend, it was a guy. Um, yeah, it was this thing of he came back on my live stream and commented something benign. And I realized it was him. And I got real vicious. People didn't understand why. Well, because although this person has always been nice, they've also been present for quite a few different situations, right? Quite a few different situations of my life where, um, even knowing the ugliness that was being projected upon me for no reason other than because certain individuals could no longer profit off of their association with me. They had done nothing to stick up for me at all. And if you can't find anything wrong with the way that I've been treated by multiple people, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Clearly, I'm not a friend to you because if I was a friend to you, you'd have an issue with the way I was being treated, knowing how much I give. Yet you had no issue with it because you could, what? Relate to the people since at one point I cut off your access to me because I wasn't sure if you were part of an issue that you could justify people's absolute malignant maltreatment of me because, in accordance with your thoughts that you shared with me, I carry the essence of a mother that everyone craves as a child, and that it's fucked up when I take myself away, even from toxic situations, because a huge void is left. And I don't understand the gravity with which I exist. And you would hold that against me. You would hold it against me. That grown adults have identified me as their mother, and they can justify their maltreatment of me because a mother should always accept your maltreatment. You decide who gets to have access to you. You decide what behaviors are acceptable and what are not. Your fear of the perception of the very people who are incapable of treating you with a proper degree of respect and consideration, that's what's going to determine how much you suffer. That's what determines it. I used to think my ability to shut off emotions and feelings as I cut someone off was maybe I'm a sociopath. I don't know. Right? Who doesn't like a good self diagnosis based on a Google search? I thought maybe I was having some type of mental pathology that had gone undiagnosed because I have emotional intelligence. Because I can determine who is unhealthy for me and my emotions, and I can go ahead and stop feeding into that parasitic behavior. Society will convince you of a whole bunch of things, convincing you have some type of pathology when in reality, all you have is emotional intelligence. Excuse me. You've evolved beyond society's ability to control you. And if it cannot control you, then it will shame you back into your space of submission. This is not the time to allow yourself to re enter into those types of cycles. It is not the time. It is not the time. It's not. It's not the time. There will be those who will come and they will try and convince you that they are the best thing for you. You know what my logic is? If you have to explain to me that you are the best thing for me, you're probably not. You're probably not. See, because I'm not an idiot. I'm not an idiot. I can tell through my life experiences what is good for me and what is not. So, unless I feel that you are the best thing for me ever, then you probably aren't. And you're just trying to convince me. So that way you can have some type of claim over me. I don't think so. I don't think so. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't think so. Hot moon. Hot moon. Extremes. So for some of us, we're going to be going through these extremes during this period, right? Extremes of heat and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. And it's going to create the opportunity for movement because if you think about it, if you relate it to the movement of the cold front and the hot front, the warm front, I don't know what it's called. So the warm air gets pushed as the cold air comes in. When I used to live in Colorado, I was like, the weather is ridiculously bipolar there. What is this? Because I remember the first few years that I was in that state, there were situations where it was like 75, 80 degrees, and it was just the most beautiful summer type day. And then the next morning, I woke up and we were buried in snow and it was like 17 degrees. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. How does that even happen? Well, because the warm air gets pushed, it gets displaced as the cold air comes in. If that cycle happens fast enough, you'll get yourself a tornado, right? So that hot and cold is the very thing that's creating the movement in your life. You have to get to a point of realization. It's that movement, that hot and cold, that polarization that's bringing you to the next space, a space that had been locked away but is now being opened through the realization that you are the key. You are the lock, you are the key. And it's those movements within yourself that create the opening, the unlocking of things that had been stored away. You are the lock, you are the key. And the movements, the shifts that you experience through your life, that's what opens you up. It's the very thing that you need. Ooh, the star card, brightness, hope could bring excesses. So be careful not to become too greedy. Right? Anything that's forced, anything that you feel, you have to do this, you got to make it happen, that can get you to a space of excess and that can end up blowing up in your face. So hold up. All right. Hope, faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing of the past and the present, optimism, insight, good omen, spiritual love, astrological influence, and pleasure. So that spiritual love, uh, I don't know. For some of you guys, 100% at 844. Okay, okay. Okay, I'll stop. That for some of you, that spiritual love has to do with some type of spiritual connection to another person. That's probably going to be allowed to amplify. And in that space of amplification, you're probably going to experience some type of reconnection, connectivity, and amplification of that connection. So we have, ooh, plan ahead. I just got an email. I'm not joking. This says plan ahead. Eight of Cups in reverse. Effort continued until full success is attained. So I am assuming these two go together because 17, 1 plus 7 is 8. And then you have the 8 of cups. So it's this thing of what seems upside down is really a it is I don't know. I can't think. It is a restoration that's occurring. It's a restoration of that spiritual love, right? So, Knight of Cups in reverse, subtlety, trickery, a sly and cunning person. A person capable of swindling is a perfect card to follow those two. Be very, 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 very wary and wary of people who try and come in as this knight in shining armor on a white stallion, offering you something, right? You know, here's my thing. You're coming in as a knight in shining armor on a white stallion. That tells me you're a poser. Why? Why? Like me to explain? Yes, I will explain. A true knight has armor that has been battle tested. That means you're probably somewhat filthy, and your armor has dents in it. Your horse should have mud and travel grime on it. That means you have neither seen no battle nor won anything. You damn poser. So I'm really super cautious when these type of people are around me. Right? They usually are the ones that offer me things and I'm good. No, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Do you know how many toxic ass cups I walked away from? You see all those cups? I walked away from those cups, honey, baby boo. Just because you wear an armor does not mean I will accept your cup too. I'm saying I got my own cups, boo. I don't even use cups. Instead, I deal with levels of abundance that are so profound, I need vessels. Cups won't do. So it's about recognizing how abundant you actually are and that you don't need anyone to offer you anything. You can create the type of opportunities that are necessary for the type of success, the level of success that you are wanting, that you are working towards. Okay. So just kind of something to keep in mind, right? You can feel these things. Stop, stop, stop. Stop triggering yourself into gaslighting yourself into believing you're full of caca. You are not full of caca. You are intuitive. You just don't believe in yourself. That's the issue. That's the issue. I've got issues. You've got them too. And I'll give mine to you. Bask in the glory of our love. Okay, here we go. Seven of Swords in reverse. Anxiety, embarrassment, hesitancy causing losses, perplexity. Perplexity. Oh, let me just. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay in my space of center. So, anxiety, embarrassment, hesitancy causing losses, perplexity. Right. Thou art perplexed. Perplexed. You're probably confused as to what the heck this is about. You're probably hearing things that's going to cause you to hesitate. You know, you know, just no. Just do whatever it is that you need to do. And, I'm saying. All right. So, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, he does. Knight of Swords in reverse. Incapacity, imprudence, dispute, or ruin over a woman. Impulsive. So someone maybe it's your soul love. Maybe it's your soul love, your spiritual love that is perplexed, embarrassed, hesitating, and it's going to create a dispute and ruin over you, which that's fine. That's their choice. That is their choice. It is up to them. Ten of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And for the record, to answer your question, yes, it is a little bit intrusive, but it's no secret. I am absolutely still married, happily so. Very much in love. Obsessed, in fact, with my husband's penis. I'm just saying. I know some people are like, where's your ring? In the jewelry box, because my ass can't be bothered to wear jewelry. Yes. Apologies. Extending my deepest apologies for the confession of my obsession with my husband's penis. Oh, stop. I've been so well behaved the whole live stream. I've been so well behaved. That's 43 minutes. 43 fucking minutes. Okay. Michael says I must spray myself. Sprayed. I'm sprayed and well behaved. Thank you, the Poet Lounge, for giving me the opportunity to properly misbehave. Saying thank you, Poet Lounge. I'm saying what? Did I lie though? Did I lie? Did not lie. It's all truth. It's all truth. Factual truths. All right. 10 of Pentacles. Money contentment, signing of a money agreement. Here you go. This signing of a money agreement. Money is energy. Energy is currency. Oh, wait. Money is currency. Currency is energy. So this is an energetic agreement that's being signed. Be careful if you're going to sign one with a magician. Thank you, Cyrus of Music. Elements of surprise, good or bad. So this is something that might sideswipe you gently or hard. I don't know. Excuse me. Based on their appearance, it might sideswipe you pretty hard. Pretty hard. 5 of Pentacles. Delays around money coming in from the cold. So this is about some of the struggles that, might occur. You're going to be coming in from the cold. So it's not necessarily horrible struggles. It depends on how you see it. It depends on how you see it, because if you are seeing it from a space of positivity, not pretending everything's okay, but looking for the positive in every single situation, then yeah, it's not going to be so bad. I'm waiting for Frey to chime in now. He's busy. He is busy preparing his goodies. No, he's busy with something. Oh. 8 of Swords in reverse. Treachery in the past. Difficulty, hard work, depression, disquiet. Accident. Ooh, fatality. Ooh. Yo. Be careful. Well, that's not good. That's not good. I'm sorry, guys. He's shining up his Jacob's ladder. Oh my God. Let me stop. Let me stop. That took it too far, even for me. That took it too far. Oh my God. And then y'all are gonna go ahead and leave the live for a second to go Google what's a Jacob's ladder. You don't want to Google that. You don't want to Google that. Or maybe you do. I don't know. I promise I'll stop. I'll drink water. I'll drink water. I'm drinking water. Y'all are making me frizz out. Okay. All right. 8 of Swords in reverse. Treachery in the past. Difficulty. Hard work. Depression. Hard work. Depression. Disquiet. Accident and fatality. Okay, that's a bad card. That's definitely a bad card. There's a lot of things that have been going on in the past couple weeks, extending kind of prior to the 1111 portal. And these things that have been going on have been preparing the stage for a lot of negativity to occur. That's why it's very important for you to remain in a space of neutrality, if not positivity. Positivity not being that fake positive stuff, but positivity in that whatever situation that you face, not only will you find a solution, but you will learn profoundly as you experience what you're experiencing, right? That's a positive. That's absolutely a positive. All right. Ace of Swords in reverse. Debacle, tyranny, disaster, self-destruction, violent temper, infertility. Hot diggity damn. What have you got yourself into? Oh, shit. Be careful that you're not coming in from the cold only to be met by some type of malignant magician who's going to you in a space of Ace and 8 of Swords in reverse. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me reply to this. A very important message. Speak amongst yourselves. Sorry. Carry on. Speak amongst yourselves. I must go ahead and hello. No. I finished the reading, so I don't mess that up. It's a very important email. Yeah, no, watch out for this. Someone's gonna take advantage of this situation that you're in. Don't. This is someone who they're gonna offer you something. They can offer some type of help. I dropped all the cards. They're going to offer you some type of help, and that help is going to cost your soul. It's going to cost your soul. Don't go for it. I'm telling you right now, those of you who need to hear that message, this is a wicked Magician. Magicians are not people who actually have power. Their power comes in this in the form of like manipulation, you know? Is some type of manipulation that's going on. You cannot allow yourself, you cannot allow yourself to accept that help. It's going to seem like this is going to solve all the problems, but it's not. It's going to further compound it. This is like a narcissistic type of thing. They're triangulating. Have you guys heard of falcons? Have you heard of falcons? Have you heard of the falcon punch? Okay. It's just a question. I would absolutely falcon punch this magician and then donkey kick him in the balls. I would punch him. I would punch him. Don't accept this. Do not accept this. Do not accept this. They're holding a baton. What does that mean? That means they're offering to allow you to pass off something to them. This can be something where it's like, yeah, no, I'll totally help you. We can refinance the house or whatever in my name using my credit. So that way, you can have a bit of a break, just continue paying. Next thing you know, these mofos sold your house. They sold your house despite you making the payment every month. It's some trickery. It could be for your car. It could be something of, yeah, no, I'll totally co-sign for you. We could co-own it, but like you're the one using it and blah, 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 blah. And then next thing you know, it's not even a sleight of hand. It's like you are feeling it, but you keep like, oh man, I don't have any other option. I promise you, you have other options. First and foremost, why continue to hold on to something that you cannot hold on to? There will be other opportunities in the future. Maybe not so close future, maybe a much more distant future. There will be other opportunities for you to have something even better than that. This will be a taking advantage of this awareness of you being in a position of not wanting to let go of something. And, in that not wanting to let go, they're going to offer you a solution that is not a solution. It is not a solution. I cannot emphasize that enough. Now, this is not going to apply to everyone, but to the ones this applies to, I really, truly, genuinely hope you listen to me. Because if you don't, this is going to lead to your absolute ruin. It's going to lead to an absolute ruining of you, your credit, your perception, opportunities. When your credit gets messed up, future employers look at your credit at this point. This one little event, because you don't want to let go of something, is going to absolutely ruin you. I cannot emphasize that enough. This will be long-term ruining. Unless you are as stubborn as me. I'm saying. You're going to have to let that go. Whatever it is actually a tangible anchor point of a mental shackle. All right. Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. A sympathetic and understanding person, friendly, loving, chaste, practical charm and grace. Gracious hostess. Oh, but see, in reverse, it's jealousy, deceit, infidelity, unstable emotions, fickleness, resistance. I'm wondering if this is how they're presenting themselves, but this is not actually who they are. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God. Cause see, her face looks like she's planning some shit. Like, no, look, 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 look. I'm your sunflower. I'm this safe space where you can go and there's no sunshine. I'm your sunflower. Uh, uh. Let's see. Which zodiac does Queen of Wands represent? We want to know who this bitch is. Oh, shit. It's the Leos. Okay, hold up, hold up. So Queen of Wands is a Leo energy. Uh which sign is complementary to Leo? Okay, let's see. Aries. I'm not sure. So the best love match is Libra. The worst match, Capricorn, Virgo, and Cancer. Capricorn, Virgo, and Cancer. Leo energy's best friend is Libra. Who should Leos avoid? Capricorns and Pisces. Basically me. Avoid me. Uh, okay, I don't know. I don't know where this will go, but there's something. Something. I don't know. Be careful of this Queen of Wands. She's the magician. The Queen of Wands is the magician. Now, this might not be a true Leo type energy. It might not be a Leo sun, moon, or rising. This might be someone who has put on a lion cape, right? They might be putting on a good show because really Leos are known for like a stage presence, right? Spotlight being on them. For some reason, I feel like this is someone because it's a magician. It's a magician. So for some reason, I'm feeling like this is someone who is putting on a show. That's why the Leo energy comes up. I don't know that they're actually a full on Leo. So be careful. Don't just start applying this to your life. Use some discernment. Y'all know I'd be going kind of cray cray in these readings a little bit. So don't just randomly apply it, okay? Observe, closely observe for a prolonged period before you decide whether any of this applies to you or not. Knight of Coins in reverse. Stagnation, inertia, lack of determination or direction, narrow-mindedness, and idleness. So after all of this that happens, yeah, you're going to enter into this space of stagnation. The best way to go about this is to just refuse what's being offered to you. Four of Cups, money fluctuations, being offered something you may not want, right? Four is a number of self. You're being offered something by some not grounded type of energy. Hold on. Four of Cups. Four of Cups. Cups. Weariness, aversion, disgust, disappointment, bitter experience, stationary period in life. Avoid it, avoid it, avoid it, avoid it, avoid it, avoid it. You know, just avoid it as much as you can. Two of Wands. Mature individual, ruler, attainment of goals and needs, boldness, a dominant personality. This is the energy you need to channel. This is a type of energy you need to exist within. So that way you don't have to deal with this magician. Okay. This is someone that can be avoided if you're paying attention. If you choose to allow yourself to avoid it, you absolutely can and you will. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. Spaghetti-o. Oh my God. Okay. 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 What time is it? I must get going. It's very important. All right. Card number 35. Don't 11th house friends. Don't walk behind me, I may not lead. Don't walk in front of me, I may not follow. Just walk beside me and be my friend, right? The 11th has much to do with our destiny, what we decide to give before we leave this earth, our soul's purpose. Um The 11th house deals with the greater good and living up to an ideal. So, with this, the feeling that I immediately get is almost like you causing yourself to feel, it's like you're coercing yourself into living in such a way that seems more spiritual, more evolved. Just be you. That's all you have to do. Just be you. Be you, do what's healthy for you. Don't make it much more complex than it needs to be. All human beings have basic needs. We need to have shelter, we need to have food, and we need to have mental health. That mental health portion is what will affect the shelter and the food. It's what will affect the way people bond with you, the way people see you. If you're needing to work on mental health, it's okay. You are not a bad person. You are not broken. You just need some help to begin clarifying for yourself the ways in which you've been seeing things in a somewhat distorted manner. Okay. It doesn't even matter why you're seeing things distorted. What matters is you begin correcting that distortion. Okay. Don't hold it against yourself why you have distorted perception. Everyone has a story to tell. Literally, all of us have been through something. Some people are better at hiding it than others. Don't be one of those people. You don't have to hide the things you've been through. You need to understand you've survived it and it's time to correct the distortions that it caused so you can enter into a space of thriving. Okay. So, friendship, friends of all kinds, allies and alliances, social contacts, organizations and clubs, gatherings, dreams, hopes and aspirations, destiny, compassionate acceptance, the place where we discover we are not alone, because really you're not. You're not, especially in this community. We know we got each other. We know that we can get through a lot together when we come together. We get through things together. We grow together. We experience goodness together. It's a very beautiful thing. You're not alone. Okay. Being different, individual, one of a kind, other cultures and people with a different ethnicity or background, tribal connections, suffering from rejection or banishment from the tribe. So, if you've been banished from a tribe, first and foremost, is this a tribe that you should have been a part of in the first place? Secondly, begin identifying what caused you to be banished. And if it was something that you know in your heart you should not have been banished for, then maybe that wasn't your tribe, despite how much you want them to be your tribe, right? And also, this is an encouragement for you to be very, very real with what you do and the way it affects other people. How your behaviors, your words, your actions affect others. Card number 45. Part of fortune increase. Fortune favors the brave. Okay. Many look upon the part of fortune as moon energy, which means the talents and gifts it endows upon an individual are both nascent and unconscious. It's as if its powers are waiting beneath the surface of water. And when that water is stirred by action or thought, those talents emerge. This is telling you exactly why you have to go through the things that you're going to go through. These tumultuous situations are trauma induced accretions, accrete, increasing, accreting. The trauma induced accretions are situations that create traumatic response. And in that, it's like an etheric counterpart of the flight or flight. You begin to surge energy. And that movement is what's going to bring your gifts to the surface. So, inherent talents, the gifts one is born with, what comes easily, what is natural, instincts, perception, desire, success, gains, where one has good fortune, happiness, wealth, creativity. So, reading this, and I'm kind of feeling like some people's gift is to be horrible, to be rotten, to create suffering and misery for others. Let them play their role in your life. I'm not saying let them mistreat you. I'm saying let them be the impetus for the changes that you need and then toss them out. Oh, I mean every word of that. Someone is like, oh my God, she can't possibly mean. No, I absolutely mean every single word wholeheartedly. Toss them out. Let them play the role that they're designed to play in that moment. This role of giving you something to push against, giving you something to rebel against, right? Every time someone has stepped forward to try and tear me down, I've had the opportunity to build myself even higher. Do you know how I've come to a space of just basically accepting myself and loving myself as I am? Because all the people who told me I should hate myself, bitches, didn't work out the way you said, huh? Mm, thank you. I'm saying thank you. Here's the best part. Here's the best part right here, right here. It says being responsible solely for your own victory. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Make it happen for yourself. Make it happen. All right, Sagittarius, I see. Luck is not chance, it's toil. Fortune's expensive smile is earned. Okay. So, it's about good luck, favorable conditions, being open and broad minded. Being open and broad minded is going to create the favorable conditions. Okay. Going for the truth, being truthful, being frank and honest, being kind and helpful, allowing others to be who they are. See, when you create a space of accepting yourself and therefore accepting others, others will begin to mirror that. And they will accept you as you are as they learn to accept themselves, right? Um, okay. Being kind and helpful, allowing others to be who they are, seeking answers, becoming curious, gathering others together for a good cause. But you got to be careful about avoiding commitment, okay? You got to be willing to take a chance on something that you know in your heart is worth the chance, it's worth the risk. So, not everything is worth the chance, the risk. Not everything is. But the things that are, you got to take that chance. Card number 13, Aries, I am. I guess I'm just a natural warrior. You damn right. You damn right. You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions rather than acting as an underling. Okay. So let's see. Acting without thinking, be careful of that. Assuming the role of leader, demanding to be the most important one, not wanting to be wrong, being rash, being in a rush, being provoked or tested, facing challenges that stir you into action, bumping your head, having headaches. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Taking chances with good results, being arrogant, losing your temper, combat weapons, fights, troublesome people, dealing with insults from insensitive people. Okay, we're not going to go down the negative Aries pipe, but fuck that shit. Smash the pipe. Don't go down that. Okay? You don't need to have this list of things that you're capable of doing, but you're not going to choose to do because you've learned and you've grown and you're not going to be easily manipulated anymore. When an Aries is imbalanced, they are so easy to manipulate. And I'm saying this to let you know if you're an Aries and you're not balanced, one of the ways you'll know is because people can really F with you hardcore. They're so easy to manipulate because all you got to do is piss them off. It's very easy to piss them off. And then after that, you control exactly where that goes. Aries, people who embody that Aries energy. No, people should not control you like that. What you got to do is get centered within yourself and begin reminding yourself, this bitch really thinks she can, huh? I'm saying, as I, oh, she really think. Oh no, but she's wrong. Because I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to be forced to feel things I don't want to feel. They don't have that kind of power over me. You have to begin reminding yourself that those areas that are balanced, you're not gonna press them off nothing. You're just not. They're just gonna be like, hmm, hmm, hmm. That's how they're going to react. Like, oh, okay. Are you done? Yeah. Okay. So if you're Aries, I'm not saying that you're easy to manipulate. I'm saying if you're unbalanced, it's going to be damn easy to manipulate you. So balance yourself. Begin to recognize when people are utilizing your passion as a way to manipulate you. Don't let them do that. You know what I mean? Don't let them do that. And it's okay to be headstrong too. You know, it's very, very okay to be headstrong, but you have to know what you're being headstrong over and why. You have to know when someone is utilizing your headstrong nature against you. You have to be in control of all of that, you know? All the Aries that I know are balanced. I don't know. Well, there was one Aries that was not balanced, and I was just like, bitch, we are not friends. We are not friends. Stop messaging me because no, I'm not playing this shit with you. This like messaging me to try and get me pissed at so no. I know exactly what you're doing. You're fucking up, but you want to cover it up by like bonding with me through someone being shit talked. No, I don't play that shit. I'm just saying, because I'm not feeling none of that. You trying to make me feel that. See, I can be a balanced Pisces because Pisces can be like, oh my God. And then what happened? Oh, they're so mean. No, no, no. I mean, it's another thing if I'm already feeling it. You know what I mean? I'm already questioning, like, what the hell is going on? And then you're coming to me like, hey, you know what? I got something to tell you. And then I'd be like, you know, I was noticing shit too. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different scenarios. So, like I said, all the Aries that I know, and one of my kids has just literally his whole chart is Aries. And when he gets pissed off, I'm like, why are you mad? What are you mad about? Do you know why you're mad? You're going to let someone else control you like that. What's up? You know, he processes his shit because I'm not going to be raising no weak ass Aries. No, son, you're not going to be manipulated by other people. You feel what you feel and it's valid, but you're not going to allow your emotions to dictate the way you behave, giving someone else your sovereign power. I don't think so. You know, so that's one of the things that you have to make sure that you always remain in your space of sovereign power. Okay, you have to remain centered. A lot of spiritual things are taught, right? And we accept it because, oh my God, it sounds spiritual. But most of that is absolute caca. I'm not even joking. Most of that is absolute caca. Now, we are often told, like, we have to be balanced. You have to put more effort into balance. No, that's a lie. That is a trap to get you caught up in expending your energy on something that will never cease. You will always be drained if you are living your life in a way where your sole goal is to be balanced. be centered. Once you find your place of center, that's your home. You don't have to balance anymore. By virtue of that centeredness, you will experience balance. You look at when you first try a bike, right? You're first riding a bike, you're having to learn how to balance, and you're wiggly and wiggly, and you're tripping. You're tripping. And when you finally get comfortable, you find your space of centeredness, your gravity of center, your center of gravity. I mean, you never forget how to ride a bike. It's no biggie. All you got to do is pedal. That's why you're expending your energy on pedaling, because you know how to balance. It's natural now. So that's something we have to remember. And for those of us who are chaotic, people will tell you, like, oh, you're doing things too fast. You're spinning too fast. Look at a child's toy, the spinning top. When it begins to slow down is when it begins to wobble. And eventually, if it wobbles enough, and the gravity of that wobble, the severity of the wobble will continue to increase as the speed diminishes. Eventually, it falls over. I spin very, very fast. I'm pure effing chaos throughout the day. I used to try and slow that down because of, maybe I'm affecting people in a bad way. And now I'm like, honey, get off the floor if you don't want to spin. I'm busy spinning. I'm spinning. And it's no biggie now. I'm doing my thing. I'm going to do my thing. And my thing is my thing. And you find out you can join me if you want, but you don't have to join me. But it's good if you do, but you don't have to. It's just pure chaos and it's good. I love it. I'm staying there because that's my space of center. I don't have to put effort balance. I naturally have it when I allow myself to function in the way I'm designed to. I think that's the problem for many of us. We no longer allow ourselves to function in the way we're designed to. In this cookie cutter era where we all have to have the same chin, the same nose, the same cheekbones. We all have to have the same lips, the same eyebrows, same hair. You ever notice how everyone kind of looks alike at this point? We have the same facial features, right? Like, no, I don't want to. I will take my weak chin and leave it the F alone. Not sticking anything in my chin. No, thank you. I'm not talking shit about people who are doing this. I'm saying, why are you doing it? Because someone else is telling you to. Someone else is telling you that you are invalid unless you do what you're told to do. And my only response to that is, bitch, try and invalidate me. See what happens. I would love to be entertained by your efforts. You will never invalidate me because I am not contingent on your validation. My existence is not contingent on someone else's validation. And that's how I know I'm a sovereign. So card number 48, Yod, destiny. A person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. I'm just saying, for those who are trying to avoid me, I'll see you soon. I'm saying, maybe not in person, but I'm just saying, I don't know, maybe I'll end up on something that you watch. Who knows? That's going to crack me up because you're going to be so tickled pink in the worst way. None of that is my concern. All right. So needing to make adjustments, being inventive, being unique, having a special purpose, trusting all will work out as it's meant to, the eventual success of destiny and fate. See what I'm saying? Even amongst chaos. See? That's my environment. Self-examination and discovery after a period of confusion, factors you're currently blind to, making up your mind, making a choice, learning from adjustment and flowing with a change, a conduit of energy. Yes. Profound blocks, stop and start motions. It is best to not force the issue at this time as there is fate involved. Do you hear that, Marlene? Marlene. Let me read that again. It's right here. It is best not to force the issue at this time as there is fate involved. Allow matters to unfold before acting. Okay? It's right here. It's 168. I'll bookmark it. I'm a bookmark it for her. You know what I'm saying? See? Beyond Blue says, yo, I just said I tried to hide from your read. So you can't hide from me, Beyond Blue. I'm just saying. I will show up all over the place. All over the place. It'll be okay though. It'll be okay. So guys, I guess what this reading is really trying to tell you is that it'll be okay. You'll be fine. You'll get through this process. It's merely a process. Anything that gets broken during this process is something that was being deconstructed in order for you to use those components to build even higher, better, more fortified. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. And you will have the ability, the capacity, the willingness to make it so for yourself. Okay? You're in full control here. You are in full control. The struggles that you experience are opportunities for you to reach higher levels of potentiality. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to choose the best thing possible for you, even if it doesn't make sense when you make the decision, even when it seems that things are falling apart and people are falling away. Everything is part of a grand design, and I believe you choose what is best for you at any given time. I believe in your ability to do so. I believe in your willingness, and I believe in your capacity. Okay? Choose what's best for you. Choose a peaceful life. Choose your growth. Choose to join me tomorrow, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have the podcast. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens. Ocean's going to be on the screen with me. We're going to be talking about some stuff. And hopefully you can join us, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here. Until then, please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. Bye, everyone.